Hello, this is Grandma's Gone Gaming. I am bringing you episode 22, the final episode for the Crusoe series by iCrafting in 1.19.2. I have finished everything that I'm going to finish. And there are two things that I've left out, and I'll tell you what those are before we end. You have seen what happened with the ship. I'm in creative. I was going to go into creative. I'm going to go into creative right now, so I can just fly around and show you all the different stuff. Okay, first of all, we have the bakery over here, and that is as good as an apple that I'm going to get. So there's an apple thing in there, more than 60, and I think there's, I don't know, what does it come to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a lot more than 60. There's all of the red, and then there's a light on the top, and there's the green leaves, and there's some brown in there also, but that's your basic apple shape. That's the best I can do without getting really fancy, so I was too tired to even do any more than that. And I have called this the Village Bakery here, and we'll go in here. Everything's all done in the jungle stuff. We have a wedding cake here waiting to be picked up on a table, and then we have in here we have bread and cookies and the stuff to make bread and cookies there, and it's pretty empty because I didn't go over and get a whole lot of I guess I did take the last of the wheat. Yeah, and that was the end of that. I didn't feel like waiting for any more. This is some of the green carpeting from the latest colors that I have in the corral. And over here we have apples and watermelons, pumpkins, sweet berries, and pumpkin pie. So really that's a pretty cool place. You can actually eat most of that, all of it really. Okay, so then the other side is just the same as this one. You can get in from either side of the beach. So, you know, there should actually be some kind of a seating area out here or something like that. But yeah, it just said make the bakery. It didn't say make a picnic spot. So I'm tired. I've had it. This is enough. 22 episodes in the same map. For me, that's a lot. All right, so we're going to get up here. We're going to see the other things that are around this way. First of all, you saw me build the what is there something in there? Oh, it was just a purple bed. Yeah, the brick house there. Come on, up in the sky. There we go. And so that's a simple little brick house out here on an island. I got my dog that was saved over here, and he's over there in the enclosure. Over here is where we went into, well, I didn't go in through that way. I went through here. Yeah, here's the house up here. You didn't see it, I don't think, from the outside to see what it looked like. This is what it started like here. You go up from, you saw me bring the, oh, you know, I left those on there when I was, as I was building, I needed more blocks, and I couldn't reach those, and so that's a tree there. There was a tree that went all the way up, and I just started taking it down to get more blocks as I was building. And then I also took blocks out over here. Because, yeah, over here, I just made a pathway over here and took out a good chunk of that tree. So, yeah, it was all done in survival and everything. So it's like you gotta get what you can get when you can get it. And I didn't feel like going back and getting more blocks or finding there. I mean, it's like there's trees, make planks, you know. So here's where the cow was that got left here. He's kind of like maybe he's a zoo thing or something. That one chest that had stuff in it was there. Here's the cage that Friday was in. It's just an empty cage. You go down and you can go all the way through the building, back down over here, and tree hanging over it here. And then when you get down here, so you can either go in this way, here, or you can go through the house there. And this is how you get into the you can go up through it there, or you can go down through here, or you can just go straight across. There's a few things down here still in the, come on, down here, and there's a bed there, and you can get down into the mine down that way, all the way down, and go back home to the the place. In fact, let's just go that way, because mostly when I was showing you, come on, there we go. There's a few things in here that I just kept being too jammed up to get back over there, and it's no big deal. I'm not going to be using them now, so I'm just leaving them right there. And I still have my diamond pick here, and it's been all fixed up, and I have still everything in good shape there, even after losing them and finding them again. This is, I think I showed this to you once, just going up and making the ladders in place and putting lights in there. And so then you get down here all the way onto layer 14, and you turn around that way. Dead ends there, because I realized I had gone past the point I wanted to, and there was just, that's trash. And there was, anytime there's a place like that, it's where I took stuff out. And if it was more than a little bit, I didn't try to refill it, just put lights in it. And here's another place here, and that goes down to another part of them. I got diamonds down there one time. Over here, I found a lot of coal and more diamonds down. I think that's where I found 4 of the 6 that I needed, something like that, whatever it was. It was 4 down there, I'm pretty sure. And as you get up here, you have what you've seen here a lot, and that's where this place up here, this is where the villagers were dumped in underneath. And so then we have the never did get past that many bookcases, but we have the enchanting table, lapis, nothing in there. Mines down this way, down that way. I showed you a little bit of that. They're very deep down there. Tons of places to go down. Just cave. It's just like a honeycomb down there, basically. All right, the bed. Then this is the second anvil. The first one broke when you were watching me. Nothing in there. Here's just a regular furnace. That one never did get anything put into it. Over here we have essentials that are, I have now a lot of iron. I went through a lot of iron, and I didn't have any iron, and I found a bunch more when I found the diamonds. I ended up with 1 extra diamond beside my full diamond stuff that I did end up having to at least pull out of the water. That didn't go very well. That was the last episode before this one. And so there's the diamond pick there. So we had quite a bit of diamonds. There's still some more torches there and some coal. And that, hey, I'll fill up the stick reservoir there. Signs, those signs came off the ship. These were the ones I made. Here's my book and quill, which got done quite a ways, but I never did finish it, and I'm not going to now. These were the buckets that came out of the cake. These came out of the cake, right? Yeah. Okay, building materials, just stuff that I haven't been using for a while. Glass panes, glass cubes, extra obsidian after I took down the portal that I didn't use because I didn't go to the nether. That kind of stuff. I don't think there's any more bricks or anything. There's some brick slabs because I used the bricks on the 2 places over there at the bakery and the other place. Some mossy cobblestone from over there by the jungle house. And look at that. And I've used a ton of it for stuff, but that's leftovers from deep mining. We even have some jungle logs and planks and oak log and some planks. And then over here I have 1 cube of sand left after I did other trading and building. We have mob drops here. A lot of there's more wool upstairs. That's the colors that I had up until I put in the greens. I went and got string because I was sure I needed string for something, and there was basically right under where I'm standing here, there is a spider dungeon. And I just lit up the spawner. It's still down there, but I'm not going down to find it. There are a ton of dripstone caves down there. An extra bone that I didn't use for anything, an ink sack. And at one time, but I threw away because I ran out of inventory space, a glowing sack from down underneath here, in where the ocean comes in. Okay, so then we had over here. Oh, this is just extra weapons and stuff. Here's the armor I had on compared to that. And then I could make arrows, bows and arrows coming out my ears there. So then there's dirt and gravel and tuff that, I threw away most of the stuff. That happens to be an empty one. Redstone stuff here. And this is one of the things I did not make. I did not make the cactus thing. It's just like, no, I am just not into that. I'm not going to do it. Um, there's the berries out there, as I've showed you before. Food, this is food I was using myself. And basically, I didn't use very much. I've just gone through a stack and a half, maybe, of baked potatoes. That's all filled. But yeah, and I did before that use, the berry. I had a couple of times I ate berries and stuff before I got a lot of baked potatoes. The baked potatoes are great. I've always liked that, having baked potatoes. Alright, so that's this area. Going up here. Alright. As usual, you can see that we still have a lot of wool stuff in there. We have a few things in here, including some carrots. I can't fly in there because of all of this. But as you can see, there's more eggs in there and more animals. At one time, it was totally packed. But this guy's been in here since like the second night that that I got the guys over here. After I got the survivors up out of the hole, which again is just like underneath there. So they have stayed basically in this area the entire time. And we'll go out this side. And we have so many cats. They were not tamed ocelots, but as I discussed in one of the last episodes, they are tamed exactly the same way you tame the ocelots. There's no difference in how they're tamed. So we have all sorts of different cats in here that just appeared, and we tamed them. And here's our one dog. And we fished right over here, so we did that one. And we have more pumpkins and more watermelons growing here. This is slime. So I traded for that. One of the guys here I didn't know that, and I had already found a baby slime in one of the things down underneath, which I forgot to write down the coordinates so I would know, because there was a slime chunk down there, and I had forgotten I would need slime to make sticky pistons, which then I didn't use anyway. But I can trade the guy in here for either slime or sticky pistons. So I thought, well, I'll just make a bouncing place here. The babies like these as well as they do the beds. Oh, here we have I did take all the wheat out of there just before finishing off the bakery. I made extra bread with it. And then I found the beet seeds. Oh, they were in the spider chest down underneath. And so I traded out the potatoes, and because the villagers like both. And look at that, rainy day, just like the second day that we started with. Yeah, so everything's here. That's just trash. I had to fix this so that it had slabs all the way over here, because it kept losing the stuff underneath, and I'd have to dig out a sand thing here, and then the dirt there, same with on that side. And partly it's because the cats get themselves pushed off over onto the plants, and if you've already taken one out, they sit on the thing, and then it won't make any more fruit. So yeah, there's that. Inside of here, I think you've seen most of this. This is stuff that I've been putting. I never did use all that gold. There's some extra slime and just other things. There's a saddle that I pulled in with the fishing pole, rotten flesh from killing zombies, extra sticks, more building materials here, including more carpeting for this place, an extra bed that I took out because I didn't really have space. I didn't want to build any more space, and as you can see, it is full. Now this guy here is unemployed. He was the last baby in line, and I just did not make him a workstation. Yeah, I know. See, he's just, yep. He's unemployed. He's the only one here that is. And everybody else is where they're supposed to be. Here's the Fletcher. Here is the fisherman. And here is the butcher. And over here we have Sandakan and the hoe. Golden hoe. Yeah, Yuri and his hoe. Yeah, don't get after me. It's not my fault. Rick and his hoe. And then we have Robert and his. And Bill and his, and they ever since I got them finally arranged correctly, they've been in the right beds. That's cool. This is the nether brick here that I finally remembered that I was supposed to make the room for Friday, and there he is in his bed, and there's his hoe. I don't even have to make one for him, but I had enough to do that. And this is just another workroom. We have here the shepherd, right? And here is the leather worker, and this. Wait. Oh, we have two unemployed. These were he was the next to the last baby. It's alright, you can go back to bed. Nothing in here. just work table. Yeah, so it's all set up for them. And if I were going to play longer, I would get the rest of the workstations in and all that kind of stuff. But that's enough. I've had enough. Now we're going to go around and see the last couple of things. I'm going to fly up rather than going up through the thing here. You've been through there with me and out to the back as well. And let's just look at this from up above. There are some places that I didn't ever get fixed where I dropped in an extra block or two. It's like, I'm not going down in there to try to figure that out. There were Endermen all around. There's stuff where I wouldn't normally have left it, but then pieces of the tree here, because again I was building from the trees as I went, making the planks and everything. So this actually looks like your carrot shape here, see? And then here are your watermelons that are in there, and they're flourishing. I have not picked them after they first grew. I left them there, and that's the only thing that's on the treetops. But look how tall these are. And so here is the house that I've already showed you. It's right there. It's not that far away. The jungle is not that large. Okay, and then over here on this side is where the cages are down there, yeah. And to get over here, you can either go by water, which I did. I did not try to go through the whole jungle. And here's the mountain on which you're supposed to build a crocodile shape. And I'll show you what I did. I didn't even light it up. I should have lit it up. Let's do that. It's here. It's right here. That's the best that I could. Oh, look, there's Skelly down there. A couple of them. Let's give it some light. Should have done that. There we go. Now it's lit. Maybe one down here. I remember when I did this one other time, I mined in the mountain. There's a ton of stuff in the mountain. I didn't need to do that now. This time I was just about done anyway. And so, yeah, that's basically my crocodile shape. It's more like a lizard or an old man with something on his toe. I don't know. It works. It's a body shape with a tail and a snout. You could probably take that one out of there and it might be better. There you go. I don't know, that doesn't look any better. Anyway, that's what it is. That's my... And look at the skeletons over here. If you don't get things done when you're over here, then you're... when it's light, then you're going to be in trouble. And all the little islands out here. Oh, and then the mainlands are not that far away. See, over here is where I had seen spruce trees. They're right over here, I think. Yeah, right down there. And no village anywhere around. So if you go out just a little further over this way, and I actually went way out that way and then came back and found out that where I found the other village that had the bell that I needed, there's more spruce trees. It's just like right over here somewhere. Oh, I'm not going to wait for it all to fill in. It's not that far away from here. You start getting down. Look, here's a meadow. It's because this is all the new stuff that fills in because it's a regular map. But anyway, so there's a lot of stuff over here that you can find if you come out. And now it looks like there's nothing over here, but just right over here across this bay is where all of the special stuff is. And we'll be right there. So as it fills in, come on. Come on. You can do it. There we go. And here is the special map, which obviously you can see that jungle, how thick it is and how big the trees are. It's very specially engineered. And here's our little island. You see it's not anything really fancy. Looks like there was probably a... Oh, that's just my mines down there. Because I've been mining all underneath there. So yeah, the other thing that I did not even try to find is there is a chest in here that has the chirp disc in it, and I vaguely remember that it might be in the middle of the jungle, and you need that to put into you're supposed to put that in and play music for the villagers on the jukebox that is in their room in there. So yeah, I didn't get that done, and I didn't make the cactus trap because we have all of the berries here, which are a very effective barrier. the only place that anybody can get out of the jungle and around them is out in the water there. And I had um, one zombie. I came around here to go over to the mountain, and a zombie came down from the trees here, and I just stayed out in the water until he got there and took him out. I didn't have any problem. The only problem I had, the only death I had, was over there at the ship when I was trying to do the stupid TNT thing, and that's where it ended up with a few little tiny holes. It couldn't take much out of it, but I got my armor back. I ate my pumpkin pies, not in exactly the right order, but yeah, I did. And it's done. So it's really cute. I mean, this was just a big empty place, and I like the way it came out. I'm really pleased with it. Here's all the guys out here just rejoicing and having fun. And yeah, see, here's the leather worker. And I have traded all of them except the leather worker and the other one, yeah, this is the actual librarian. I got him down to apprentice before I realized I didn't need to get the name tags. So yeah, we're done. And that's the end of it. And if you wanted to give it a try, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's not easy, but it's not hugely hard either, except for the ship thing. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another series. Bye for now.